Now, the other recognizable name on the roster, Angel Reese, who has got to be absolutely terrified. It is not going to be a good Christmas for the villainous Angel.
There is no one like Caitlin Clark in the history of the WNBA.
Everyone's favorite is Angel Reese. By you. As WNBA World highlights a major vulnerability, Barbie revealed her unequal deal, and the WNBA is disparaging Reese as though they're envious of her makeover. Porva Chawkat wrote an article asserting that Reese prepares for a $250,000 unparalleled salary.
Angel Reese was older. I would have gotten on her about what she just said. Because I would have been like, how naive can you be?
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize.
Fans are going crazy, and not in a good way, for someone who has been earning a meager $81,000 a year with the Chicago Sky. But who could blame them? Angel Reese's entry into the league isn't just a game changer for her career. It feels like a whole new ballgame for women's basketball. It's as though the WNBA has just been hit with a curveball for which it wasn't ready.
Angel Reese is a wonderful player, but she does not compare to what and who Caitlin Clark is when she's on the basketball floor.
Time will tell if this is the beginning of a new chapter in the sport or the beginning of a significant career gamble.
Me and Camilla, this is the most we've ever lost in our life. I only lost 7 games in my last 2 years at LSU. So, it's been hard for me. But adjusting and just kind of have that mindset of, just moving on has been something I try to give myself a little bit of grace.
Just take a moment to consider that a player who is already making waves is now taking ownership of her future. Angel Reese, who was essentially a walking double-double with the Chicago Sky last season, has secured a $250,000 contract. And that's not even the cherry on top. She also receives an equity stake in the league.
Caitlin Clark is the reason why everybody has an opinion on what happened in that game.
The ironic thing is that Reese's new job coincides with her receiving a lot of attention for something other than her three-point shot. Yes, the same Angel Reese who could dominate the paint like a pro grabs rebounds like it was no big deal and leave defenders in the dust is now trying to add a new weapon to her arsenal. But let's face it, people aren't exactly throwing parades over this. Instead, they're clutching their phones, shaking their heads, and leaving comments like, is she really about to change her game this drastically and honestly? The real question is whether it's a smart move for Reese to take on the three-point shot, or if it will just interfere with what initially made her a superstar.
Who has a new weekly podcast called Unapologetically Angel. Because I would have been like, how naive can you be? But she is young. She's only 22. And the reality is the scrutiny that she's been subjected to is inexcusable, it's egregious, it's disgusting, it's wrong.
Angel Reese has undoubtedly not been shy about her work ethic. She works out daily to get that shot. In fact, a fan page even shared a video of her making a few consecutive threes, which is really incredible, isn't it? As stated by some, let's just say that not everything that has happened with the internet has been positive. Reese's three-point journey isn't exactly smooth sailing, but hey, it's a work in progress, right? One person on Twitter was quick to point out that there is a pause between receiving and shooting very limited vertical yikes. That's some serious criticism because we all know that in basketball, even a split-second delay can be the difference between a clean shot or a block.
At what point were you waiting to pull out this kind of the Caitlin Clark?
Caitlin Clark is a hell of a
incredible
player for sure. But I don't take disrespect lightly. And she disrespected Alexis and my girls. South Carolina, they still my SEC girls too. But y'all not gonna disrespect them either. So I wanted to pick her pocket, but I had a moment at the end of the game, and I was in my bag. I was in my moment. Yeah.
It's unfair to compare Reese's developing shot to Clark's established range. But that's just the way things are. Every basketball player has their own journey, and it's not always about living up to someone else's game. However, wait, there's more social media commentary, and it's not exactly sugarcoating it. One person says she wants to be like Caitlin Clark, so bad ouch. For those of you who don't know, Caitlin Clark is the sharpshooter in women's basketball, with a 34.4% three-point shooting percentage, draining threes from places most of us wouldn't even dream of.
Angel Reese, you can't beat a big bad wolf, but then kind of cry like Courage the Cowardly Dog. Nobody mourns when the villain catches an L. And Angel Reese, you have self-proclaimed to be the...
Fans are primarily worried about whether Angel Reese will lose sight of her actual abilities, such as her post moves, offensive boards, and commanding presence in the paint. Let's not forget that she set a record last season with 446 rebounds, including 172 offensive boards, which is no coincidence. When it comes to controlling the paint with her size, strength, and skill, Reese is a powerhouse. However, fans are concerned that her concentration on a three-point shooting will compromise what makes her so dangerous.
Angel Reese spoke to the media. She didn't speak to the media after the game against Caitlin Clark.
It's a bit of a brain teaser, to be honest. This player is killing it on the inside, but she's chosen to branch out. Some fans say she should be improving her post-game and paint percentage, while others are a little more cautious. Fair Point Reese shot 39.2% from the field last season, which is good but definitely needs work, especially when it comes to efficiency in the paint. What's more intriguing is that fans are actually criticizing her for having a knee problem during her shot. According to basketball experts, when they touch together while she's shooting, it's a red flag for many people and usually indicates some serious flaws in her balance and shooting technique. Could it be that Reese is simply not comfortable with the long-range shot yet? Perhaps it's like watching someone try to learn how to ride a bike with training wheels. You know they'll get there eventually, but for now, they're still learning.
The reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
She has to prove herself in the league, which is unmatched. We're talking about an 8-week season, and now that Angel Reese is here, everyone is watching her as she balances gym time, court drills, and developing this new aspect of her game. She has a lot of pressure because her fans are rooting for her, but she also has a lot of expectations hanging over her. If she makes a three-point shot, she will become an even bigger threat in the league, but if she doesn't, well, people will have plenty to say, and honestly, who could blame them? If you're getting paid $250,000 to learn a new skill, you better bring it.
She wins the national title. First thing she does, she mocks Caitlin Clark. And then she doesn't even celebrate with her teammates. So she's made it personal with Caitlin Clark. Then she's played off of that. Even Caitlin Clark getting knocked down in that game on Saturday, who's standing up applauding but Angel Reese. So she's sort of embraced a Draymond Green role here.
However, this is where things start to become intriguing. Angel Reese is not your typical player. She has thrived under pressure for years, from her time as a college student at LSU to her rookie season with the Chicago Sky. She is a woman who knows how to adapt, grow, and break down barriers. So perhaps the three-point shot will be the least of her worries. Now, let's talk about the future. Can Reese become a stretch for who can hit threes consistently while still dominating inside? Will she be the player who can do it all? It will be a difficult journey ahead, but it's not impossible. If anyone can do it, it's her. The league is the ideal venue for her to showcase her new abilities, so this could be the moment when Reese transforms the game. At the end of the day, everyone will be watching, including the skeptics and the believers. Hey, if Angel Reese continues to put in the effort, keep improving her three-point shooting, and continue to dominate the boards, we might be seeing the birth of a new Angel Reese, and we promise that the wait will be worthwhile.
Well, now, jealous WNBA players will have the opportunity to earn that credit. Now, players like Angel Reese, they will be given the chance to test their star power.
Angel Reese's decision to quit the WNBA for the newly established Unmatched League has sparked intense reactions and left everyone talking. She signed a massive $250K salary and made waves off the court as much as on it. One thing is certain, Reese is appending the existing quo. While some are thrilled, others are doubtful. Is she creating a new benchmark for women's basketball, or may this be a dangerous gamble for her career? Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you believe this audacious approach will succeed?
And Angel Reese knows a ring is coming.